Brief. My name is Ronnie Holder-Diefenbach, and Lynn is my mom, so since she already did her history and background, you know who I am. A lot of you probably received emails from me, and I've been the one who's been sending out the mass communications on trying to set the meetings up and getting information out to everyone. One of the things that brought me to or actually, not only just because of the situation that happened with my mother, but for the last couple of years, my husband and I, we moved back. We lived in Omak, went away, got educated, lived on the Spokane Reservation and moved back. And we own our own business, and actually we own about 2 or 3 different businesses, and I have worked in Omak on the reservation, but not for the tribe. I've kind of pushed and I've asked questions over the years that a lot of the district meetings that are there, I mean, I would love to attend, but I never know when they are. And that's because how they broadcast the information is by using the tribal broadcast systems. They don't advertise it anywhere else. How are people who are tribal members who live on a reservation supposed to know about it if they don't inform us? There's another simple barrier that could be overcame if we knew. When the situation happened with my mom, I was informed, hey, there's a district meeting tomorrow in Omak. All right, we're going to be there. So I showed up down there and was at that district meeting, and many of our council members showed up from across the districts. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that was very apparent to me was that they were not there to listen to us, the membership. We were basically put down. We were not able to speak. We had members that were raising their hands. Their questions were not answered. They were not replied to in any type of professional manner at all. After experiencing that and being in the chambers on different occasions throughout the years for the other jobs that I've had, I got to the point that it was like, when is it okay? You know, these people were the people that we voted in there to represent us, and they do not respect us enough to sit down and listen. They don't want to hear our voice. They don't want to hear what we have to say. My son worked for the language program during a summer internship, and the language program brought elders over from our Omak district, and they did a presentation to our council. And some of the council got up and walked out when our kids were introducing themselves and explaining what their projects were that they had done with the language program. These are the people who ran on the platform of our youth are our future. We're going to be out there and everything's about our kids. And they got up and walked out. And I sat there and I'm like, here's my son, you know, getting up, and he's explaining the bow and the things that he did and how excited that he wants to go away and study and become an archaeologist and, to come back and work for his tribe. You know, and they disrespect him and walk out. So those are things that have caused me to come back. And I have a job. I'm actually the director for the Economic Development Association for Okanagan County. I took that job because as a tribal member, I thought, there has been dissension between Okanagan County and the Caldwell Confederated Tribes for years. As a tribal member, maybe I can come in and bridge that gap. Maybe I can come in and I can, pave a way or do something so that we can work together and look at economic opportunities. Our mill shut down. That was 1,200 jobs that happened, that we lost, that affected families in Okanagan County and on the reservation. That affects both of us. How can we work together to bring something else in or bring in small manufacturing or just identify something?
How come our council don't want to say anything?
All of our tribal council.
Because they don't have no answers.
And I get no
beginning to
response.
know how to present
Let's
themselves
get
in
together.
big
What kind of
meetings.
meetings can we
How would they
have?
even be
Luckily,
able to do
Kyle
it?
works in the planning department, and he's been my main contact, and he's been consistent in getting back to me.
I know.
But still, there's nothing being done. You know, so that is something, again, that has encouraged me to try to get up and talk and communicate with everybody. And I am the contact person. I've got my cell phone out there. If you give me your email address, I think Patrick and Ann talked about it. We want a forward momentum. Right now, if we get the people behind this, we are the voice. The council has to talk to, or listen to us. And the more that we have behind it, the further we're going to get. So I'm excited.
Yay!